Hello everyone, welcome back. More Detroit. Now, after checking the flowcharts, I think the only thing I missed here was getting in front of the TV and pissing off Todd, and maybe reading a magazine. Other than that, I managed to get pretty much everything done the first time I cleaned this jerk-off's house.
You've been gone for 2 weeks, so the place is a mess.
Yeah, you're a lazy prick.
You do the housework, the washing, you cook the meals, and you take care of... God damn it, where the fuck's the brat gone now? Alice! Alice!
Seriously though, are your walls really this messy just from me being gone from 2 weeks?
Homework, bath, all that crap. Got it?
Yes, Todd.
Get started down here, then you do upstairs.
Man, seriously, the walls look fucking filthy. Okay. Well, I guess now we're... Yeah, there it is. Or, okay. Yeah, I guess we're supposed to, according to the flowchart, we're supposed to save taking the trash out for last. Scrub the dishes. The dishes are now the cleanest part of the house.
TV on.
Yeah, how exactly does does an android have the sixth sense, that's a loose term, of being aware of someone watching them from behind?
Kara!
Yes, Todd?
Bring me a cold beer!
Right away.
Seriously, dude, is it so hard for you to get off your ass and get your own goddamn beer? I mean, I don't bark at my wife to grab me a goddamn Pepsi when I'm thirsty. Hey, Todd, can I watch hockey with you?
What are you looking at?
Hockey game?
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here!
I'll get back to work.
Yes. There we go. I think that was one point we missed. Pissing off Todd even more.
Alice! You better stop that right now!
Yes, you're not allowed to have fun.
Why is she always pushing me? Always pushing.
Could it be outlawed? Android power. In its third game of the season, Android pitcher X67 threw a pitch that broke the 120 mile per hour mark. The human batsman wasn't able to swing until after the ball had already reached the catcher's glove. Androids were introduced as a one per team innovation, but they've come to dominate team strategy. Every draft sees the major professional baseball teams breaking their own transfer records to purchase these latest Android models. But is the game suffering? Probably. Jenny Waterfield, head of Fanzine Home Run, says, fans are becoming disenchanted. The magic of sport is seeing the limits of human potential. A machine breaking these kinds of records just isn't exciting or even surprising. But not everybody agrees. Christopher Lennox, a baseball pundit and ex-pitcher, thinks androids are making games more exciting. These machines are shaking things up and pushing players to do even better. The game can only survive by evolving. Both valid points. Innovation that's shaking up California. Connecting the dots. Politics in focus. Are American senators really corrupt? You're asking that question now? China earthquake kills 10,000 people. Shit. Transport innovation that's shaking up California. The new subtube completed its first journey today from Manhattan to downtown LA in under 2 hours. Fucking hell. Less than half the 5-hour flight time. The top speed of 1,800 miles per hour was made possible because the tube travels through a depressurized chamber, providing a near frictionless environment for its magnetized motors. Well, the faster you can go, the harder you can crash. For commuters, it raises this raises the tantalizing prospect of finishing a long shift in the Big Apple and putting your feet up on the Golden Coast. California's property markets are reacting. Suburban prices have skyrocketed 64%. LA realtor Charlene Lowe says she knows where the new buyers are coming from. They're East Coast types, specifically New Yorkers. They see a chance to keep that New York City salary whilst enjoying an LA lifestyle. They're scrambling over each other to take advantage. Real estate isn't the only thing shaking up. School places are rapidly filling, and suburban realtors are racking up prices in anticipation of all those New York dollars flooding in. Longtime Californians are expected to be pushed out from the cities, which is why they've been protesting the new line. As one angry demonstrator put it, first Detroit takes our jobs, then New York takes our homes. When's it gonna end? And here I thought this was going to help the economic situation in Los Angeles. Guess not. Well, okay, I've already done everything I need to for completion's sake. I guess I can just skip the rest of this chapter. See what different dialogue I can get out of her.
You look bored. Would you like to play a game?
That was easy enough.
You like playing out here?
Yeah, these dialogue options don't... Wow, that was easy! These dialogue options don't show up in the flowchart. I mean, my God. I say two things to her and I get straight to warm, just like that. Press button to get choked out by Todd.
You want to piss me off?
No, Todd.
Pissing you off is way too easy. You need to switch to weed, man. That cocaine is really making you volatile. You need something that's going to relax you. She holds it at a 90-degree angle, and that stupid powder inside does not even move. Hell. And she's literally hiding from Todd.
Out of the way, for fuck's sake!
I'm sorry, Todd. It won't happen again.
Well, that was fast. I thought I had to stand there for a couple seconds first. The Roomba's hard at work. Oh, wait. Gotta tidy up all the books that he just knocked over. Weren't those books on the floor before he knocked them over? Yeah, I remember doing that before I activated the Roomba last time. Did I fuck up the Roomba? Is it stuck? Oh God. Oh God. I'm trapped. The Roomba's stuck and I can't get past it. You can't step over the Roomba. And now I'm pinned in. Fuck me, I'm trapped. You little bastard, get out of my way. I can't. I'm stuck. The fucking Roomba trapped me, you bastard. How could you do this to me? Is this for real? Am I actually stuck? Oh, thank God.
I've made a good start down here. I'll head upstairs.
Do what you have to do, but stop bothering me.
Wait, I need to get the fuck out of here before the Roomba traps me again. Or is it done? I think the Roomba's done. Jesus. He was just trying to get back to his little charging station home. Can't do anything different than we did before, but we can at least do things in different order. That's a lot of cleaning products for someone who's as filthy as Todd. Can I go into her room while she's downstairs? Yes, I can. Well, I hardly consider this cleaned up, considering all the clothes the socks and stuff you left on the floor. Yeah, we've already got Alice warmed to us, so let's just skip that dialogue. Did I already read this last time? American football has largely resisted the spread of Android players, with top-tier games still an exclusively human affair. But that may be about to change following CyberLife's recent unveiling of technical demo QB1000, an Android quarterback capable of throwing from end zone to end zone. Holy shit! And hitting a target 6 inches wide. Jesus! The model is also programmed with over 1,500 plays from classics such as bootlegs and handoffs to more specialized maneuvers, all of which can be adapted in real time. Why not just make why not have like a human league and an Android league? Let's see which one the fans like better. QB1000 was revealed at a recent CyberLife exhibition in Detroit, where the Android manufacturer showed a variety of prototypes designed to show the potential of bleeding-edge technology. Isn't the term supposed to be cutting edge, not bleeding? But while CyberLife's latest innovation has some fans drooling, Roy Kenstone, founder of the anti-Android fan group, sees a sinister aspect. CyberLife know exactly what they are doing with this demonstration. They hope to distort our sport the same way they have all the others. Despite these reservations, some consider this simply a matter of time. With basketball and baseball already contemplating Android players, a LED sporting quarterback might be just around the corner. Wouldn't that be an LED? I don't know, that just doesn't sound right. A LED. Price of life, how driverless vehicles make life and death decisions. Space tourism, is Mars your next holiday destination? Hell no! It's going to take thousands of years of terraforming to make that place worthwhile. When a driverless vehicle foresees an accident, the car's computer makes life and death decisions. For example, deciding which of 2 pedestrians to hit. Oh my god. But the exact process by which cars make these decisions is not very well understood. Martin Forlong of Crown Cars tries to clarify. In these situations, the car's imaging system gathers data to determine the pedestrian's age, gender, life expectancy, etc. in the blink of an eye. So it's more likely to run over some old guy with a walker rather than a little kid. This data is parsed through the public record to determine marital status, employment record, life expectancy, and whether they have children. The car then assigns a value to each possible victim based on criteria like their contribution to society. We put a premium on lives that will save other lives, like doctors and nurses. Oh my god, you're trying to come up with a fucking computer program that literally calculates the dollar value of a human life. All this may sound very reasonable. No, it doesn't! But Felix Gamble, head of Anti-Automation League, says the system has no right to make such judgments. Somebody with a criminal record is not necessarily less valuable to society than a doctor. That kind of information is irrelevant to the sanctity of human life. But Forlong dismisses such claims. We want our cars to make the best possible choices, and that means acting, what the hell happened there, on the basis of all the information they can gather. The more the better. Yeah, in the blink of an eye, this fucking computer program determines which life is more valuable than the other, and then basically kills the person who's less valuable. God, no. Don't. Just don't, man. No. There's so much wrong with that entire fucking process. What if I don't read the tidy up the magazine shit? Then they won't even have that option. That little flashback thing. Yeah, let's just leave and go downstairs and be done.
Watch it.
Yes, massa. See, now this would make more sense if she never saw the magazine and just assumed that she was a real girl. What? They do make it mandatory. Clean mess, urgent tidy Todd's room. So this is a mandatory part of your chores, is cleaning up this shit and then seeing the magazine. There's no way to progress through the game without doing this. You can skip a bunch of chores downstairs, but when you come up here, you absolutely have to do this and then see the magazine that's so blurred out that we're not allowed to read it. And that right there is bullshit. You've got an ad for a child android with Alice's exact face on it, and it just doesn't click in her head, or she chooses not to see it. Oh, and talking to Alice is mandatory too. She either chooses to forget it or just pretends like she doesn't know. Let's not look at the book this time. We did that before. I don't think I picked diplomatic.
I know I used to live here, but they erased my memory. I thought maybe you could help me get my bearings. Give me some advice. That kind of thing.
I definitely haven't heard that line before.
You should tell me about yourself. What you like to do, where you like to go, your favorite foods. That would really help me.
Do you like spaghetti? Okay. I'm pretty sure I did the mother and the quiet option last time.
Your father said you chose my name. Kara? It's nice. How did you choose it?
Definitely, okay.
What about your mother? Will she be home soon?
And still warm. I went from trusted to warm. And warm is as good as you need to get. Is it even possible to get through that dialogue without being warm and not unlocking the path of opening the box? And okay, so looking at the box isn't mandatory. Alright. Fuck it.
Your dad's a lowlife. Fucking loser. But whatever I do, just fuck it all up! You hate me!
Gotta wonder what it's like for kids out there who gotta grow up with parents who are fucking drug addicts. Alright. And with that, we've cleared everything in this section. So yeah, that was what I missed. The reading the magazine on the kitchen table and disturb Todd. And that was it. I got everything else before. And don't bother with the damn box, because who the fuck needs it? It's not mandatory. Alright. Now for Marcus. I'm pretty sure the only thing I missed here was reading the other half of the magazine and turning on the bird cage. That was something I'd seen in plenty of other videos, but I completely forgot it myself. Still the ugliest house in the game. Well, no. I take that back. I take that back so hard. Ortiz's house is the ugliest house in the game. This is just the most tacky. Ortiz's house is such a shithole. Huh. I thought you had the... I thought opening the cage gave you the option of turning it on or not turning it on. Another thing was serve his breakfast. So there was some other option related to that. So I think if I just go upstairs and wake him up first, then I can go into the kitchen and get his breakfast. And that'll be the other option that I missed. Oh, that's interesting. It's not just a straight line up the stairs. You can actually change your angle. Don't need to look at his tacky-ass fucking house.
Good morning, Carl.
No.
Carl?
What happened to your clothes?
Oh, it's nothing. Just some demonstrators in the street, Carl.
What a bunch of idiots. They think they can stop progress by roughing up a few androids? I hope they didn't harm you.
Oh, no. They just pushed me around, Carl. I'm fine. Okay. I'll take you to the bathroom now.
No.
Carl?
Yeah, I think people would definitely be more comfortable with an inanimate machine cleaning them and clothing them like that instead of having to go through the embarrassment of having another person see you like that. Of course, that depends on how close you are to that person. Still, if I wound up paraplegic, I'm not sure how comfortable I'd be with having to rely on my wife to wipe my ass. It's definitely something I'd rather not put her through. Or anyone else, for that matter.
Anything special on the agenda today?
No, Carl.
Thank you, Marcus.
You're welcome.
I still gotta check the time tags on how long it was between the start of Marcus's story at the first segment and him getting back home to serve him breakfast.
Thank you, Marcus. Television.
Yeah, this is one part of the game I'm gonna have to go through at least 12 times to get all the options, because you've got the piano, reading books, or...
Why don't you find something to do while I finish my breakfast?
Sure.
Okay, the piano had 4
Okay,
different
Carl.
choices. The chess game has 3 different choices. Let's go read a book. Oh! Wasn't there a magazine? There was a magazine. Let's read a magazine. Why Russia wants it. Interest in the North Pole has intensified with the recent discovery of precious minerals trapped in the frozen ice, many of which are used in synthesizing therium. Oh! Android manufacture increasingly dominates both the US and Russian economies, but this isn't just about GDP. Surplus Therium reserves would allow either nation to experiment in more advanced Android models, enhancing their military and industrial output tremendously. So that's why everyone wants the fucking North Pole. Add to this the strategic importance of the region, which connects Russia with Europe through Norway and Denmark, Greenland, as well as Canada, and the prospect of a peaceful resolution to the dispute starts to seem unlikely. But a spokesperson for NATO is more optimistic. Both nations stand to benefit from a stable, productive Arctic region. A conflict would benefit nobody. President Warren, however, recently torpedoed the notion. It's simple. Russia has no business in the Arctic. If the Kremlin doesn't understand that, we will make them understand. Russia is right next to the Arctic. And aside from Alaska, America is not. So shut the fuck up, bitch. I'm doing the thing. Life found on Titan. Evidence for alien life grows. President Warren to make state visit to United Kingdom. NATO Security Council divided over Arctic dispute. The Darwin probe, which left exactly 19 years ago to probe the surface of Titan's methane ice, 19, so that it'd be 2019, has just confirmed the presence of microorganisms living hundreds of kilometers below the surface in an ocean of salt water protected by a thick layer of ice. I thought Titan had oceans of methane. After similar microbial matter was found on Enceladus, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, another satellite of Saturn, it seems... Wait, isn't Titan a moon around Jupiter? Is it Jupiter or Saturn? I can't remember. Or... I'm trying to remember that one episode of Star Trek. I think maybe it was Saturn. It seems increasingly possible that life is common in the universe. Well, duh, it's a pretty big fucking universe. A NASA spokesman responded to this story as has stated, the latest in a series of pointers of life on other planets. Our Android expedition to Io is one among many such voyages that carry a prime objective of uncovering extraterrestrial life forms. Jason Graff, director of humanization at CyberLife, said the company was committed to its partnership with NASA. Our spacefaring androids are specially designed to function on long-range missions of this kind, and we are proud to have our models at the frontier of human exploration. I'm surprised NASA would even exist in 2038, because these days it seems like...
Television off. Mankind is so depressing. Nothing but greed, stupidity, and violence. 5,000 years of civilization just to get to where we are.
Because these days it seems like private companies are doing a better job of space exploration than NASA, for Christ's sake. Like, what is it? SpaceX, I think it's called? Oh my god. Keats, Odes, Shakespeare, Plato. Okay, let's go with the classic.
What are you reading?
Macbeth. It's one of the books you recommended.
So, what do you think?
Human emotions are intriguing. Though, I can't really say that I fully understand them.
Humans don't understand them either. They rule our lives, but we have no idea why they make us feel like beggars or kings. Life without emotions wouldn't be worth living. One day I won't be here to take care of you anymore. You'll have to protect yourself. Make your
I actually
choices.
read Macbeth back in high school.
Decide who you are.
It's mainly because of gargoyles.
This world doesn't like those who are different, Marcus. Don't let anyone tell you.
I don't really remember a whole lot other than the three witches who basically
to the
fucked up
studio.
everyone's lives with a self-fulfilling prophecy. And, of course, I've got the 12 different painting options to go through here, too, so we'll be going through this scene quite a few times.
Let's see where we left off. Remove the sheet.
Sure, why not? God, that's weird that the frame of that wheelchair is sitting there with just the 2 tires. Oh, wait, it's on the other side. I mean, where are the 2 little tires that hold it up? Wait, what? There's something I didn't look at before. Okie dokie. Way to paint that ear, Carl.
So, what's your verdict, Marcus?
I'm very confused by your wheelchair.
I'm not programmed to criticize art. You would be a much better judge than I would.
The truth is, I have nothing left to say anymore. Each day that
You
goes
can't tell me
by
that after all the
brings me
years
closer
you've been
to the
looking
end.
after Carl, he hasn't
Just
asked
an
your
old
opinion
man
before.
clinging to his brushes.
Carl.
But enough about me. Let's see if you have any talent. Give it a try. Try painting something.
Paint? But would I... Painting what?
Anything you want. Give it a try.
Definitely think out of the first 3 options they give you here, replicating Carl's painting is probably the most insulting. I mean, having an android perfectly duplicate your own painting that you've been working on for God knows how long. I did that before, so we'll go with this one this time. Is this thing gonna lock up on me again? No.
That is a perfect copy of reality. But painting is not about replicating the world. It's about interpreting, improving on it, showing something you see.
It's called a still life, you old fart.
Carl, I don't think I can do that. It's not in my program.
Go on, go. Try it. Grab that canvas. Do something for me. Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Trust me.
Press
Try to
X
imagine
to
something
close your
that
eyes.
doesn't exist, something you've never seen. Now concentrate on how it makes you feel, and let your hand drift across the canvas.
Okay, so I went with humanity and hope last time. I think this time we'll go for androids and fate. I know androids and hope is still a completely different painting, but I'm gonna go for a completely different option this time. One thing that, whoa, wow,
Oh my god.
like, fucking predict the future much.
Hey, Dad.
Leo.
One thing I think this game could use would be like a replay mode, where
It's been a while, right?
basically watch your playthrough of
You alright?
a certain chapter without having to put in the
don't look
inputs
so-
yourself.
Oh, yeah,
It
yeah,
just
fine.
like
Hey,
it
listen,
knows the choices you've
some
made,
cash, Dad.
and then it just plays through the scene seamlessly
What happened to the money
without
I
any
just
of those prompts popping up,
It
so you can
just
basically
goes,
just
you know?
watch the movie.
Yeah, you're on it again, aren't you?
No, I swear it's not that.
Nah, don't lie to me, Leo.
What difference does it make? I just need some cash. That's all.
Sorry. The answer's no.
What? Why?
You know why.
Yeah, I think I do know why. You'd rather.
It's nice to know that this guy gets his life straightened out after that conk on the head.
Tell me, Dad.
Unfortunately,
what's he got
that
I
is
know?
not the route we're going to be
Smarter?
taking this time.
More obedient, not like me, right? But you know what? This thing is not your son. It's a fucking machine.
Leo, that's enough. Enough.
You don't care about anything except yourself and your goddamn paintings. You've never loved anyone. You never loved me, Dad. You never loved me.
Yeah, Kara is just an ordinary house-made android. Connor was a unique prototype created by CyberLife. Marcus was created by Kamsky. Okay, definitely opened some things up, but there's still way more to do here. Yeah, birds and the magazines, got that covered. And it's the chess game. So, Tragedies of William Shakespeare, The Republic by Plato, and Odes by John Keats. And the chess game is win, lose, or draw. So that's 3 more options on the piano, 2 more options from the book. All 3 options of the chess game. It's 8 there. I still have yet to copy Carl's painting. And then there's the other 3 choices for humanity, the other 3 choices for androids, and the other 3 choices for the other 4 choices for identity. So yeah, that's at least 10 more times to go through this scene. Oh God. Just to see every single painting and do every possible thing you can in his house. That's gonna take a while. Now, how do I want to handle Hank this time? Do I want Connor to go? No. I want Connor to fail. To not even have the option of getting to Jericho. So this is going to be failure Connor run. So does it even matter what kind of relationship I have with Hank? Managed to have a good relationship with Hank right up until the very end. We definitely weren't going to stay friends after that.
I thought androids weren't allowed in here.
Lieutenant Anderson, my name is the android sent by CyberLife, but nobody knew where you were. They said you were probably assigned a case early this evening.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm sorry, Lieutenant, but I must insist. My instructions stipulate that I have to accompany you.
You know where you can stick your instructions?
No. Where?
Never mind.
Listen, I think you should stop drinking and come with me. It'll make life easier for both of us.
Ah, shit, I think I picked that option last time. Okay.
I apologize, Lieutenant. I didn't mean to bother you.
I don't think I want to take the hostile path
I'll
with
wait for
him
you
just
outside.
yet.
Take your time.
Did you say homicide?
Well, that's nice. Yeah, we'll think we'll save pure evil Connor for number 3. Definitely won't be as emotional with Hank this time around, but the important thing is that Connor's got to
You
fuck
wait
up a
here.
lot.
Won't be long.
My instructions are to accompany you to the crime scene, Lieutenant.
Listen, I don't give a fuck about your instructions.
That was a plus?
I told you to wait here. So you shut the fuck up and you wait here.
Oh, it's gonna be fun pissing him off next time. But yeah, already he's,
Josh Douglas from Channel
Connor's
14.
behavior is already
Confirmed
way
this
more
is a homicide.
machine-like. Oh, and that was something that, occurred to me after the last playthrough. The part where Marcus is doing the big raid on the camps, there was a couple times when you had to shoot down probes that were going to attack you. Why wouldn't the androids there just hack the probes? I mean, they can hack the signs. They were able to spread deviancy remotely. He took control of that big street sign, that big billboard on the street. Why couldn't you just hack the probes and turn them against all the human soldiers?
I'm not confirming anything.
Why would Marcus need to
Androids are not
disable
beyond
probes by jumping on them and tearing
It's
them
with
apart
me.
when you could just hack them and bring them under your control?
What part of staying in the car didn't you understand?
Your order contradicted my instructions, Lieutenant.
You don't talk, you don't touch anything, and you stay out of my way. Got it?
Got it.
Evening, Hank.
I think that's the way I'll go.
Gonna show.
Don't
That
talk,
was the
don't
plan,
touch
Billy.
anything, stay out of his way.
So, you got yourself an android.
I'll do absolutely nothing.
Oh, very funny.
Because
Just tell me what happened.
I pretty much did everything in this section with the exception of 3 different possible failure routes.
When he found the body.
Yeah, this right here is by far the ugliest goddamn house in
It's
the
even
game.
worse before we open the windows. The victim's name's Carlos Ortiz. He has a record for theft and aggravated assault. According to the neighbors, he was kind of a loner.
Problem is, failing this
Stayed inside
section
most of the
means
time they
that
hardly ever
there
see
won't be an interrogation scene if I don't find the
Calling
android.
everybody out in the middle of the night. Could have waited till morning.
So, what the hell's even
I'd
going
say
to
he's
happen
been
there,
for a
if
good 2
anything?
weeks. We'll know
And
more
of course,
when
I'm going to
Carter
miss an
gets
opportunity
here.
to get
There's a kitchen
Connor
knife over
killed,
here.
which
Probably the murder
I don't
one.
really have a problem with.
Any sign of a
More
break-in?
I'm more focused on having
Nope.
Connor fail
The
rather
landlord
than
said
having
the
him
front
get
door was
killed.
locked from the inside. All the windows were boarded up. The killer must have gone out the back way.
What do we know about his android?
Not much. The neighbors confirmed he had one, but it wasn't here when we arrived. I gotta get some air.
I gotta wonder, were the windows
Make
and everything
yourself at
boarded
home.
up before or
outside
after
if you need
Ortiz was killed by his android? You don't talk, you don't say anything, you don't touch anything. Stay the fuck out of my way.
Each letter is perfect. It's way too neat. No human writes like this.
I am not
Chris,
touching anything.
Was this written in the victim's blood?
I would say so. We're taking samples for analysis.
Red ice. Seems our friend Carlos liked to party. Chris, I want full analysis on the narcotics.
Consider it done, Lieutenant. Hey, Mike, you finished taking samples there?
Yeah, that's it.
Not allowed to talk or touch anything. Didn't say I couldn't analyze anything.
Door was locked from the inside. Killer must have gone out this way.
There are no footprints apart from Officer Collins' size 10 shoes.
Well, this happened weeks ago. Tracks could have faded.
No, this type of soil would retain a trace.
I think I actually will
Nobody's been out
gather
here
up
for a
some
long
evidence,
time.
but I'll just fuck up all the clues. Try and convince Hank that I'm a complete idiot. Oh, you're touching.
Oh, Jesus, what the hell are you doing?
I'm analyzing the blood.
Damn it.
I can check samples in real time. I'm sorry. I should have warned
I
you.
thought he was just gonna scan that.
Okay, just don't put any more evidence in your mouth. You got it?
Got it.
I like that they had two different versions of that same scene.
Fucking hell, I can't believe this shit.
Gross out Hank. Yeah, now we just scan it. You gonna open up that closet for me, Hank? I'm guessing the first time you do that, he takes a sample, and every other time after that, he just scans it. Yeah, because now the option to analyze it is gone. So basically for every single blood sample that's around here is a different opportunity to... It's a different opportunity to initiate that little exchange. And reconstructing everything is an option too, so I guess if you don't scan the evidence you need in order to do the reconstruction... And I don't even have the... Once I start analyzing, I don't have the option to stop until I finish scanning everything. So I think I may have already screwed myself out of the don't reconstruct everything option.
He was stabbed 28 times.
Yeah. Seems like the killer really had it in for him.
So yeah, I think I'll examine everything and I'll just fuck up the dialogue with Hank. Yeah, those corners are way too square. Especially being written in blood.
Come on, guys, get a move on. We don't want to be here all night.
Don't worry. No one wants to stay here a minute longer than they have to.
Yeah, it's a murder investigation, for Christ's sake. You're supposed to take as much time as is necessary to figure out what the fuck happened, no matter how unpleasant the crime scene may be. You're trying to solve a murder.
There's something weird in the bathroom. Let's take a look.
Android 6 officially better. Bullshit. Plastic can't be peanuts. No. Mark Water and Nancy Rice step out together. Result of our survey is in, and it's official. 68% of men prefer sex with an android to a real woman. And with 52% of men saying they've tried the experience at least once, that's a lot of android love to go around. I love how this magazine article is basically just a huge ad for the Eden Club. There were a few reasons given for this preference, but we think we know the real reason. Androids don't want to talk about their feelings afterwards. This story was sponsored by Eden Club. Discretion is our middle name. Yeah, no shit it was. Is that why the article was so damn short? Oh, new app plus headset allows for live translation of all languages. Cool. Still, that's a lot of technology to put into a 6-page magazine. And you look at the top edge there, it looks like a normal book that you can open up, but it's just a touch screen. It's your android spying on you. CyberLife could be using its androids to collect private information. Zero-gravity subway to connect New York to D.C. in 45 minutes. We already read that article. More and more experts are suggesting that CyberLife uses its 120 million androids to record details of private conversations of its customers and sell them to trading partners. Ever talked about buying that new car while eating dinner with your partner? CyberLife could use that information for targeted advertising. The information goldmine doesn't stop there. Everything from personal indiscretions to political affiliations could easily be extracted and potentially used for nefarious purposes. I really don't like the idea of targeted advertising. I mean, we're bombarded with enough ads as it is. We've gotten to the point where most of us subconsciously filter out all that crap in the course of a day. We don't need companies specifically targeting ads to us to buy their shit. The spate of reports linking Warren's presidency to CyberLife only deepens such concerns. Several consumer rights organizations have requested that CyberLife disclose the information it gathers and who it sells that information to, but the company has always refused. Requests for a formal inquiry have gone unanswered so far. Yeah. Something weird in the bathroom. Oh my god. Review the evidence. And I still wish they let you use the left stick for moving around in these scenes. I was kind of hoping to probe the android's memory, but if we're not going to find him, that's not going to happen. Why is there no mirror above the sink? I don't see any shards of broken mirror on the ground. That other officer mentioned there's something weird in the bathroom, and yet the shower curtain was closed to obscure it. One more thing that doesn't make any goddamn sense. And Hank, you just been chilling out this whole time.
Lieutenant, I think I figured out what happened.
Let's pick every wrong fucking option we possibly can.
It all started in the bathroom.
I think you should look harder at the mess in the kitchen. I think that's where it all started. There are obvious signs of a struggle. The question is, what exactly happened here?
I think the victim attacked the android. Without a weapon.
No, that can't be right. It doesn't fit the evidence.
Knife?
With the knife.
Your story makes no sense. You've got to stick to the facts.
With the bat.
That lines up with the evidence. Go on.
Connor doesn't have a fucking clue. Gotta take a look at the mess in the kitchen.
The android threw the chair.
Okay. I've just hit my bullshit quota for the evening. There's a killer on the loose and I'm wasting my time listening to an android. I'm out of here.
Shit. Okay. So, this was the option that I got. Failed to reconstruct the crime. Connor knows what happened. Okay, so I'm assuming this is the dick around and do nothing option. And crime unsolved. Connor knows what happened. Yeah, a couple things I skipped. So then what's... Report to Anderson. Okay. Yeah, so... Would that be... Yeah, because that's all the analysis stuff. So Connor knows what happened. Connor doesn't know what happened. So that would mean not gathering the evidence, not piecing everything together. So reconstruct the crime doesn't mean the reconstruction parts. It means talking to Hank, which I fucked up. So we got that option now. I'm assuming this... It's like 3 different options of not doing anything. I still haven't gotten that. I'm a little confused by this, because how is that different from what happens here? I think next time I definitely want to, well, depending on what I decide, I definitely want to get this option, which is basically just dicking around and don't do anything, I think. Or maybe that's what this is. But at any point we failed, which means there isn't going to be any interrogation scene next time. And I think that's it for now. Next time is... What is next time? Oh, next time is the Stormy Night. And I think that I'll just bail out the window. So I will see you then.